What's up, everybody? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is your man. Whew, what a full weekend. Man, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Shout out to everybody that pulled up at the pre-Black Friday over there at 445 14 Industrial. Man, we have made some great people, some entrepreneurs, African-American owned business, and they have some great quality products. So make sure you guys go check out DJ Grady Baby Radio, the Grady Taylor Show, and also check out the videos. And I'm gonna put the comments and links and everything. And I'm gonna post the flyers and everything of these different companies. But go and listen to the videos. They give you their information and the products that they have. So they do a lot of different things. Service the community. Also, the show is sponsored by MyPack, where you get your digital business card on a keychain or a necklace. So it's really cool. And the actual business card, it works on iPhone and Android. So shout out to like I said, it's sponsored by MyPack. Over there on Instagram, go to MyPack on Instagram if you want to get your necklace, keychain, book bag. They have the tablet book bags and everything. So definitely the video is coming soon, so you guys can see the various products and services. Shout out to Supply and Demand on Fulton Industrial. They another black owned business. That, like I said, COVID has really birthed a lot of business. So y'all stay tuned, man. We got a full panel today. Special guest on here, special guest host on here. We got everything on here. But let me bring AKA the lady of the show, AKA Black Siri, as EJ would call her, name deemed by EJ. Shout out to EJ out there in Texas over there. Bringing to the stage, Mouth of the South. She really is the Mouth of the South because that's all you hear. Single mother, school teacher. And that's what the pandemic have deemed most of the single parent moms are school teachers now. So, ladies and gentlemen, look no further than the one and only my little sister, Shamika Moore. What's up, girl? Hold on, coming to the stage. What's up, Mika?
Nothing much. You and EJ know what y'all can do for me.
You know what? I'm gonna let EJ handle my lightweight. I don't even have to reply. G, get your guns ready. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. So how was your weekend?
My weekend was all right. It was pretty busy, but it was nice.
All right, cool. Oh, I forgot to mention at the top of the show, the title of tonight's show is Damaged Goods in a Relationship.
AKA Grady Taylor.
I was gonna say you, Shamika. Look here, my goods are good because I got a ring.
That don't mean nothing. And you just expired with a status.
That's right. The only ring you got is around your collar. All right. Let me bring on to the microphone, coming to the stage, the brother with the Kango. I want him to come in here with the guns blazing because we shooting. My little big brother from another mother, been out with me day one. Mr. G Clark. What's up, man? What's up, G Clark? Oh, come on, y'all. Come on. It'll help I put my glasses.
Hey, what's going on, Grady? Hey, man, I need you to come up with a little bit more energy, man. What's going on, man? You want a down spiel?
Yeah, man. Look at man. I'm trying to catch up with myself.
Hey, man, we got a good show tonight, y'all. I'm just saying.
He didn't put himself on mute and don't even know it. I can't deal with this man. God damn it, Grady.
On the road with Wonder D. Can't keep up with Wonder D. On the road with Wonder D. That's how we do it. Hold on, let me bring it to the stage. I don't know how y'all just switched. My mentor, my big brother, businessman, entrepreneur, philanthropist. I can't even say that word. I think I said it right. Man, he's feeding the hungry. He's feeding families. I ain't gonna say the hungry. He's feeding families. He's rebuilding cities and communities. He's doing it big up in Nashville, Tennessee, and all over the globe. Mr. Global. He's been on global panels. He's been on everything, you name it, TV, everything. Let me bring the one and only, the Mr. Victor Chapman.
Oh, I was hoping he said somebody else's name.
Oh, Lord. You see how she do me?
You know what? You know, how's everybody doing? That's all I'll say.
Hey, Mr. Chapman.
That's all I'm gonna say. You know?
That's
gonna take the high road today.
Take the high road, not take the low road. You know what I mean? I got to keep the ground clean. I'm the grounds cleaner. Well, on the grade.
Did you say she was gonna take the low road or the low roll?
Oh,
I'm good at both.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
man. So, Mr. Chapman, how's everything coming with your philanthropist? And what do you need from our listeners?
Man, actually, last Thursday, I got to feed over 650 people. Last Thursday, we ran out of food. We had another 200 people waiting. This Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, I'm trying to feed at least 600 more people. So,
okay.
And it's not just homeless people. It's not necessarily homeless people.
Yeah.
It's really families that just don't have enough food right now. You know, people don't have enough food. And it's not just for Thanksgiving. I have a program called Feeding Families for the Holidays and Beyond. So while we're trying to make sure everybody does have a hot meal for Thanksgiving, we want people to eat the whole weekend. We want them to just have one meal. So that's why I've been doing all the live shows, my efforts that I've been doing all week, my live features. You know, I dropped my Cash App and I dropped my PayPal so people can donate. And man, it's been phenomenal. My followers have been donating from all over the world. I mean, literally all over the world, from UK, Abu Dhabi, China, Canada, the Caribbeans. They've been donating from all over the world. So it's been a great blessing. And then additionally, what we do is not only do we provide hot meals, we give them gift cards. You know, before I used to do food drives and clothes drives and toy drives. I'm like, I don't know what kind of toy you want. I don't know if you eat peanut butter or Vienna sausages. I don't know if you eat bunny bread or, you know, Wonder Bread. So we give them gift cards so they can go get whatever they want, you know, as far as their own clothes and things like that.
Man, I want to say, man, I know the family and the city is grateful for you, man. You do a lot for the city, even companies and business that have been affected by hurricanes and, you know, the natural, you know, the storms and stuff. You help raise money for rebuilding and all that stuff too, man. Man, hats off to you, my brother.
Yeah. I saw,
and he's spending a few hot digitals while you're donating, man. Let's we cannot talk without talking about that mix you put on the other night, Doc. Real spill. Real spill.
Boy. Mr. Chapman, let the listeners know where they can catch you at in the nights that you're spending.
I mean, it's on my Facebook page, Victor Chapman. Chapman is spelled with a T, C-H-A-T. Victor Chapman on my Facebook page. And it's let's see, Monday. It's Mo Music Mondays. Mo Music Mondays is 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, and that's all 80s and 90s on Monday nights. And then Wednesday nights I have Wind Down Wednesdays. That's 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. But it's Wind Down Wednesday, slow jams and smooth grooves. And normally we have a glass of wine. People get to sip, people get to dip, people get to drop their hips and change position. So
yeah.
And then Friday night, when I saw G Clark in there, I really got hyped Friday night. G Clark is in the building.
Absolutely.
G Clark is in the building, boy. I was like, oh, I know I'm getting this show out. G Clark is in the building, and I appreciate your tip and donation, my brother. I really do.
Absolutely,
for sure. Yeah. But I went ham Friday night. I just went in home Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He went to overdrive. Shout out to Dwan that's listening to the show. This show is titled, what is this, G?
We are talking about damaged goods. And ladies and gentlemen, do I have a special guest for you? Are we ready to pull them on, or what you want to do?
No, we're gonna touch a few things on set the mode up for our special guest.
There it is.
You know, what G Clark, what is considered damaged goods? Because I can't ask Shamika because she's gonna come back with something ignorant. Something crazy.
Well, the premise for damaged goods is I guess the climate of relationships within I would say easily the last 20 years. You have people that can't be by themselves long enough to kind of repair the thing. So they're jumping from relationship to relationship, bringing the baggage that they have from one to another. So that is what we define as damaged goods. Now we want to deal with how you handle it on this evening, or how do you pinpoint? How do you kind of see that red flag before you find yourself in some trouble? You understand what I'm saying? So that's it for damaged goods, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like we ready to dig in as usual. Our listeners, we want you commenting. You know, I'll be on that commenting. Yolanda Terry, thank you for checking in.
What's up, Yolanda?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, this is gonna be no holds bar. So whatever if
Yeah.
you known damaged good, if you've been damaged goods, if your feelings get hurt, we're not trying to do that. But you know, I grew up with right is right and it don't wrong nobody. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So the crazy analogy I can come up for damaged goods is just like having a nice car that you had purchased off the lot, and once you drive it off the lot, then the engine light come on. Is that considered damaged goods? That's what a question for the panel. Shamika, is that considered damaged good?
Boy.
Oh shit! There we go.
I agree.
I'm trying to behave because we got company today.
Nah, be
Okay.
yourself. Be yourself. Because I ain't gonna behave. Mr. Chapman, what you think? Is that considered damaged goods?
I was just gonna ask you how you gonna ask damaged goods about damaged goods.
My thing is how you gonna call somebody damaged goods and you don't even know me.
Man, y'all gonna make me pull out this thing already.
I told you get the gun ready.
Okay, since no. I'm gonna stay open and I'm gonna stay neutral today since he want to do this. Tell me how I'm damaged goods.
Because y'all ain't messing with me.
I know you don't know exactly my point. Now that's the problem with men today. They always analyze a woman based on the little bit that they do know and assume that they damage goods and don't even give them a chance to prove themselves.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I just wanted to give my explanation of what I thought damaged goods was. He said the car.
No. I mean, it's all good because I've been called damaged goods before, but I guarantee you, anybody that had never dealt with me on an extended level will tell you Shamika's a good ass woman.
She's good.
See, Grady, you see how I got Shamika to open up just that quick?
Yeah. See, that's all y'all do. Just poke a stick at her. Poke a stick at the line.
So Grady's analogy was a car that looked good. You got it off the lot. Then next thing you know, boom, you got a check engine light. I tend to think of that little pole box on the ups truck or that go through the mail. You know, that pole little box that then got stepped on. That pole little box then got kicked to the back, other boxes stacked on top of it, maybe a little too heavy for it to hold up. That's the kind of damaged goods I'm thinking. Listeners, y'all tune in to what damaged goods mean to you. What analogy can you put to that? But yeah.
Because I mean, then too, there are things that cause bad relationships that cause people to be damaged, and the thing is, man, before I
don't think it's things that cause people to be damaged. I think it's things that cause people to be hurt, but people damage themselves. And what I mean by that is when they go through something traumatizing, they hold on to it. And like G. Clark said, they don't give them themselves time to heal. So what happens is it's just like if you keep hitting something, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a wall, you hit the wall, okay, you see a little dent. Instead of fixing that little dent, you hit the wall again, you got a bigger dent. You're going to keep right on till you mess the wall up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not fixing the problem. You just adding more dents to it.
Yeah. And And all you're doing is just, I was just telling somebody that because almost the same thing, but in a different way that that they keep reliving the situation. This person did this years ago, and I was like, no, just get past it. Once you out that situation, don't dwell in it because it just this old man said this. If you see dog poop, it only stinks when you step in it. So why keep stepping in it? What's it? Divine hustle. Yeah. But we got to go ahead, Mr. Chapman.
I'm gonna give you a serious analogy. I'm gonna be serious now. So I'm gonna go back to you. All right, Shamika, you gonna like this. You actually gonna like this, Shamika. So I'm gonna go back to the analogy Grady used about the used car. When you buy a used car, it's as is, and you get what you get as is. They're not gonna fix up anything on it. You bought that car as is. When you get into a relationship, you get that person as is, and when you know that you're getting that person as is, that means generally pretty much you can pretty much tell what's going on with that person if they share and if they're open. they'll let you know what's going on with them. Now you have a choice whether you proceed with that person as is. But if you start complaining, you knew already this was an as is situation.
Preach.
So don't start complaining about an as is situation later on when they let you know what as is was.
Church.
So what you saying is that you can't even fix the check engine light. You just gonna have to just ride with it.
No, you can fix fix the check engine light because a lot of men come into it and they say, and I hate this analogy. Oh, I want a woman that's always positive, no negativity and this and that. Find me a woman that ain't never ever negative and I want to shake her hand. Every woman on this earth has an issue. It ain't got to be the same issue, but she has an issue.
Yeah.
You will never ever find a woman who check light engine ain't on, or light ain't on. Ding ding ding.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Ding ding dings like boom boom boom.
I have been blessed to find a few, run into a few ladies that didn't have. To me, that they didn't present any issues or.
Me and you had this conversation already.
Right.
Again, every woman is gonna show you what she wants you to see. The only reason you didn't see any negativity in those women is because you didn't get behind the scenes with them. Because I can easily go out here to this as is car and make that check engine light go on, and when you drive it a few miles down the road, and that bitch kick back on. So don't do that.
Yeah. See, man, when you get a car. When you get a woman, like Mr. Chapman says, they're as is, but don't be is ass woman. Don't find no is ass. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You're the ass is.
I can't stand this man.
I'm just saying, Mr. Chapman.
So G. Clark.
Yeah.
No. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just checking the comments. I believe this is Dewan checking in. She said, people think that damaged goods is a bad thing. It's not bad if a person recognizes they are damaged and refrain from jumping into the relationship. Right. Damaged people will damage people. See, and I think that's the issue. And I think that's why this thing is a relevant thing that we could talk about tonight. Because people it's really an oxymoron or one of them big words that we randomly use and don't know the definition. But it's ironic. That's what it is, because you got people that are so into being by themselves in their phones, all to themselves. However, when it comes to a relationship, like I remember, hey, if I got out of something, it was easy for me to take half a year, a whole year, had me a good time in my break time, but I don't see that going on now, and I think that's really bringing up a situation that could be really hostile for a whole lot of people.
When you recognize, and I use this all the time, when you recognize that somebody has residue, and everybody has residue at some point in time, but if it's toxic. And that's when there begins to be a problem, when it gets to be toxic.
Right.
Okay. But everybody has residue. Everybody brings something in, and to take that period of time between relationships to better yourself, get yourself together, make sure you're ready for the next relationship, business, or whatever the situation may be. That's the time people need to personally take. But if you see that there's a pattern that persists, that there's residue that keeps rearing its ugly head, and it's intolerable, you're going to have to tolerate some residue at some point in time. There's not a perfect person that's going to walk into your life and give you everything that you want and everything you need, because two personalities are now trying to come together to make a common denominator. You're going to have some rifts along the way. But
y'all going to stop slipping on these people. Come on now.
Yeah.
Preach.
But,
wisdom.
You have to figure out, is your residue worth handling, and is their residue worth handling? If this is a person that's intolerable, then you move on. Don't stay with that person, and don't damage that person more by dogging them out because they have that issue.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know about y'all, but I grew up, we ain't have like money like that, but we were comfortable. Y'all ever go to the grocery store and see them cans of corn with the dent in it? And they have them labeled as damaged goods, but that corn still tastes the same as a regular can that ain't got no dent in it.
Yeah.
We might have some aluminum shreds in there. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. without further ado, I'd like to bring a guest to the show. It's a different perspective that this man holds. I know we've had plenty of people on the show, but I don't think we had anything like this. He goes by the Divine Hustler, and I've seen this man operate in different arenas. And every time I talk to him, he enlighten me on something. You know what I'm saying? If not me, definitely June. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just go ahead and bring him on. The Divine Hustler, are you here?
Yeah. Divine Hustler, you there? Yeah, I guess he must have stepped away. Okay. So you say he give June some advice?
Man, when I tell you, I get enlightened every time. It's something. It's always something, man. So, I'm just saying, whenever he's on, man, if you can hear, you're live. But we can definitely let's see what we got on the one said that ain't funny.
What the one? Okay. Oh, shout out to Miss Goodrich, Yvette Goodrich. Yeah, Miss Yvette Goodrich. I know you like good music and everything. So next time Mr. Chapman is live and I tag you in, come on in and get this dance. You know what? Matter of fact, Mr. Chapman, can you please put Dance with Grady at the bottom of your flyer?
I'm not going to jeopardize my show.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. All right. He I guess he popped back out. Let me see if I can bring him back in. He's on. Let me see. Mr. Divine Hustler. Are you there? Let me see. So
okay, I see his check to make sure your mic isn't muted.
Yeah.
Hey Gary.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can. Yeah.
Okay, brother. I don't know what was going on there. This is my first time on StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, man, we were definitely talking about damaged goods. Like, how do we spot them? How do we deal with them? What's your perspective on damaged goods?
Before we do that, G, can we get an introduction of Mr. Hustler?
Okay, well, like I said, again, Mr. Hustler, I've known him for quite a few years, man. And like I said, everything he touched, man, I ain't seen nothing fail. So that's definitely somebody I definitely get something from every time we speak. And I told him that yesterday, man. Like, we could be talking about something that I mean, no matter what business aspect, this, that, and the third, man, this is the cat that I one of my confidants. So with nothing else to be said, man, I introduced to some, and I don't know what the hell that the rest of that saying.
But he got us on speakerphone. I guess he got us on speaker.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so we're good.
Yeah, Garrett, you gave me a little too much credit, man.
There it is.
Okay, my dear buzz, Ian, you guys should hear me perfectly now.
Yeah.
Hey, Garrett, that was a little too much. You put a lot on that, but I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But so the group, guys, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
You were nice. You didn't really tell them how we really met, but I figure, you know, if you didn't want to tell them, if you don't want me to tell them, let me know. If you do,
oh no, hey, do your thing, Doc.
Okay, it's the Divine Hustler, not Mr. Hustler. In any event, when Garrett met me, I was in a pimp life. I was a pimp for quite some time, for about 13 years. So I'm no longer in that occupation. However, I've had a chance to experience relationships, women, parents, children, in broken relationships or in being broken themselves. So as I listen to you guys, I'm kind of like relating all that to over, good Lord, 15 years of experience in pimping, and of course, it's my personal upbringing as well.
Okay, so it sounds like you separated the two. You said in your pimping and in your personal life too. So what happened between the personal and the occupation or previous occupation to drive you to that? And my second question would be, would you consider yourself damaged goods by choosing that occupation?
Well, not I was damaged before I got into the occupation, so I wasn't damaged because of it. I was damaged, yes. To answer your question, yes. I'm twice divorced, yes. So, on 3 accounts, the answer to your question is yes. I'm damaged goods, but I think what differentiates me from a lot of the women that I've worked with and a lot of my friends is that the person's damaged, and that's kind of being narcissistic. The person who's narcissistic or damaged is the last one that realizes it.
Wow. And think about that.
If I would have realized that earlier, I would have saved 2 marriages. I would have never got into the pimping business.
So you was married while in the business?
No, I wasn't. I was married to a doctor, actually. So my wives are smart. I'm sapiosexual. I mean, I'm attracted to intelligence. I'm attracted to smart women. Every woman I date over a long period of time, they have a higher IQ than I do, for sure. So,
Did you cause?
no, I wasn't in the business. Go ahead. I kind of anticipate your question. I'll answer it.
I do apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off.
To answer your question, I left her. I left her because I didn't want to hurt her anymore.
Okay. Yeah, and that's because I guess once you hurt somebody, and you see that hurt, especially if you care for that person, it affects you. Trust me, I understand the thing. I understand the sentiment because, like, with my current wife now,
this is a ER surgeon that chose to be with me through my bad, through everything. You know, but I realized that I'm not the one for her. I wasn't the best option for her, and I wasn't in the position, or I didn't have the fortitude, is what I always say, to change.
Wow.
It was best for me to leave the material goods, leave a beautiful woman, a successful career, and all the perks that she provided to allow her to be free and to move on and be with someone much better than myself.
Wow. I'm speechless. I mean, I can't even fathom a question because I'm still in shock. Go ahead, G. Clark.
So since it's 4 guys on the show and I'm the only girl, I'm special, and I want to ask all of y'all the same question.
Okay.
Would you admit that you've damaged a woman in your lifetime, and have you rectified or attempted to rectify that damage?
So you ain't asking for examples, did you?
I mean, you can feel free to provide if you like.
Look. To answer your question, yes. Did I try to rectify it? I think like later on, I did reach out, to kind of, say, hey, on my part, yeah. But that was about it. I didn't, I mean,
yeah, I kind of damaged my first marriage, and I apologize for it. And Shamika, because my first wife was on the show, and I said it was my fault. And
your previous wife and your current wife are cool with each other, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, she is definitely healed from her damage that you caused. So your apology made a difference, Mr. Chapman. I'm waiting on you.
Me no be no English.
No hablo de English. All right.
And that that with both my past and current wife being cool, my son's mother, they cool, my wife, and then it's all on the man to make that situation right. A lot of times
dealing with your ass.
When men deal, I don't have to deal with you. I just deal with you on the radio. Matter of fact, hold on, let's do this on disclaimer right now because people been hitting this hitting me up thinking that Shamika's my girl. No, she's just my punching bag. Not punching bag, but joke bag. She's my joke comedy bag. I try these jokes out on.
And
Okay.
I've been in 2 previous relationships where each one has always been intimidated by Grady because they feel like me and him have something going on. So we want to go ahead and set the record straight while we're on the show. Grady and I have never had anything going on.
No.
We've been friends for over 10, 12 years. We are just cool and our chemistry is just like that. Please,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I just want to speak. I want to know who these Mr. Jokers is. That's what I want to know.
My
No.
ex,
We'll figure that.
my last baby daddy. Matter of fact, just like last week, me and Grady was talking about the comic, the commercial we were trying to put together. And honey, me and him ain't even together. And he
Right.
walks to my car, telling me, "Yeah, I know you slept with him." Like, wait a minute.
Bruh. So if you watching on YouTube,
He damn it.
Instagram, we not doing that. She states away. She's a whole day and a half drive away.
A whole different time zone.
Southwest
Yeah.
is only $49.
Mr.
Spirit,
Teddy, you
Spirit might be 15 on the EBT. So let me get on these comments because they starting to roll. EJ said, "Hey, what's up, Yiddy, for checking in, man." EJ also said, "Bro, you pimped a doctor. Teach me, please."
Shut up, EJ.
What an ignorance, boy. Yolanda said to the Divine Hustler, "I commend you for acknowledging that." EJ said, "I need Siri to pick a damn profile pic and stick with it. This collage is sort of throwing me off."
I tried to tell her. Thank you.
EJ also said, "Shit, I damage a woman just about every night." You know what I mean? Yolanda said, "You got a sparring partner," and then we said, "Oh yeah, I know Grady well enough to say he could never handle Shamika outside of a friendship."
Preach.
Hold on, Yolanda. Hold on,
All right,
yo.
EJ coming out the gates this morning. Not this morning. This evening.
Hold on. Did Yolanda say that about me handling Shamika, or was that EJ?
That was EJ.
Okay. I'm sorry, Yolanda. I'm sorry because I know Yolanda clapped back.
He the one who said it. They ain't lying. But everybody answered my question except the Divine Hustler.
Yeah, we kind of rudely interrupted.
Oh,
sorry.
No, I didn't.
I think let me try and speak from the group because I'm gonna speak for you, Garrett.
Right.
I know you. I'm gonna speak for a lot of the guys I know. We have all hurt, but I think just as well as women have hurt us, we hurt women as well. I don't think that women hurt men more or men hurt women more. That's not what I believe. I believe that it's about acknowledging your faults. I always tell people, especially the girls that I work with, is that I'm not responsible for their happiness. Only you guys are responsible for your happiness.
Yes. I hate that statement. I'm sorry. Can I challenge that statement real quick?
Please
go ahead.
I'm the one that always have to talk back. So forgive me if my thing is, what do you mean you're not responsible? No, you're not responsible for my happiness, but you do contribute towards it. Why is it that a man feel like he? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'll interrupt you.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Why is it the man feels like he what?
He's not responsible.
Well, from my perspective.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I think he's listening on the device.
No, I am. I can hear you guys perfectly.
Okay. Go ahead. I think his audio cutting in and out. That's what I think is. Can you are you close to a window or far from a window? I don't know what kind of device you're on because the internet is cutting you off. But Shamika,
I'm on an iPhone 11.
Okay.
Oops. Okay.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
So if you could just repeat what you said because it kind of jumbled everything.
Hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear me.
We hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I apologize. To answer the question is it's called self-esteem, not our esteem or whatever. It's your esteem. I blame a woman for my failure. I don't blame her for what I'm going through. Of course, those are things we're going to have to work out together because we're in
Okay. Yeah. And the way the conversation going, that's how women hear men. Mr. Divine,
Man.
yeah, I think your connection is breaking
We
up
have
real
to
bad.
buy property.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to manage resources. We have to protect one another. We have to eat together. We sleep together. We drive together. We have to look out for each other's safety. There's lawyers involved. There's schools. I'm taking care of these girls' kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't. Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, Vic.
I don't think I ever even answered the question because I didn't speak any English at the time. But so I hear the divine hustler openly admit that he's been a hustler for X number. He was a hustler for X number of years. If
Right.
all men would admit at some point in time in your life you've been a player and you've been playing.
Oh, yeah.
So whether you call yourself a hustler or a player, pretty much the same boat, pretty much the same thing, pretty much the same science. Whether you're a hustler or a player, So the thing of it is, at some point, if we admit we've hurt somebody and we've all been hurt, my thing has always been in every relationship, I've always treated it kind of almost like a business. I do an exit speech. And
you know what?
But a relationship is the business.
No, this is serious. I'm not even joking. I do an exit speech because one thing I do is own up to everything that ever happened that was my part. That was my fault. Okay? So that's part of the exit speech. Then I ask for clarity. What can you give me? What principles can you give me? What is it that was about me that didn't sit well, didn't go well, didn't abode well, or anything like that? So if you listen to learn as opposed to listen to defend, you'll learn a lot more about yourself than trying to always just keep pointing the finger, because nothing's ever going to grow or go, or the residue is not ever going to subside unless you get to that level. So that's why I say in every relationship, however tense, however toxic, however the situation was, whether it just plain didn't work out, I still do an exit speech, because that doesn't mean that's a bad person. That just wasn't the person for you.
Yeah. So, Mr. Chapman, I got to ask this question before Shamika do it. Can you give us an example? Just make up one off the top of your head. If you had to break up with Shamika, what would your exit speech be?
Why in the hell do I have to be? Jesus.
I'm sorry, sis. You the only one.
All I'm
You
gonna
know,
say
later on the
is,
show.
listen. I'm gonna put myself on mute, but I promise you, don't take it too far now.
If I had to give Shamika the exit speech, I would just go to my turntable and just put on one song and exit the building. I put on one DMT.
I'm not even
too much, and girl, you never shut up.
Okay. Let me go ahead and apologize to the listeners on Grady's personal page, man. We got comments on that too, man. Again, this is, I guess, a little house cleaning a moment. If everybody can move to the Grady Taylor radio page, again, when we're presenting to sponsors and this, that, and the third, for our numbers to be all in one spot, versus what we do with YouTube and also on Instagram. If we can get everybody on Facebook to go to the radio page, please. But I'm going to read the comments here, man. Ooh, we got a list. Thank you, Yvette, for checking in. Tiasha, what's going on, sweetie? Let's see. Big Bull, thank you for checking in. He said there should always be time spent alone during a breakup. That's the time given to heal and rebuild, because if you can't rebuild your house, okay, can you offer your opening to someone and y'all make it a home? Love is a home, but it's usually built out of a broken house. If that house isn't fully rebuilt, then you have flaws and insecurities in the structure. It will shake and shatter and eventually will not stand. That's why it's important to rebuild oneself before moving into someone or into something else. To protect your best interest, allow someone to earn their way into your home and not just barge in. I agree with that. I kind of live on the saying that you can't be a half whole. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a part of what they call it, a 2-tier cake or a wedding cake like that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The baker has to bake each part correctly. So, I mean, when you put together, you ain't got a mess coming out of it. So Yvette said that's true. She said hi, Victor. She just said hello to everyone. So everyone say hello to Miss Yvette. We thank you for checking in.
Hey, Yvette.
Hey, that.
But I'm sorry. When the Divine Hustler said, what did he say? He said, man, I am not.
I'm here, Garrett.
Okay, you there? Okay, cool. If you want to continue, man, go ahead, because
I don't know where I got cut off, but I was perceiving things. I perceive relationships, especially marriages or any interaction with a woman, as a business relationship. That's simply how I look at it, for all the reasons I mentioned earlier. We both have different roles. I see my role as a protector, a provider, and this goes to the young lady's question that she asked me earlier, Shamika, if I'm pronouncing her name right. I see myself as a provider, not just with the women that I partner up in business with on the street, but also, and by the way, when I say pimping, I don't mean it in the sense that I had girls out there walking the street in the cold and hitting them and all. That's not what I ran. What I ran, truth be told, I had one of the largest escort services in Dunwoody by far. I would feel so. I was more sophisticated than having, girls walking the street, whatever. I took care of them as if I was in a relationship with them or a business with them. And that's and the closest example I can come up with, and some of us are old enough to remember the movie Night Shift with Henry Winkler. That's how I got into it.
Oh, wow.
I saw my role as I say, these girls don't know what they're doing with this money. They need somebody to manage it for them, to show them the game, to teach them how to start a business. And truth be told, Garrett, Dana, I can name 8 women who own businesses that I work with right now, from hair salons, nail salons, rental car agencies, and so forth. When you entered that relationship with me, we wrote out contracts. I had to abide by my rules, and I expected them or her to abide by hers. In my marriage, I did the same thing.
So do you guys think that if women approached the relationships now moving forward as a business deal, that we would all be able to come together and coincide better and things would work out more if we all approached it as a business transaction?
I would say yes, because everybody understand what's expected of them, especially once you put it in writing. Hey, this is my... the lady say, hey, this is what I expect. I expect for you to provide security, management, and this and that. And the man, whatever he put on paper, yes, it's a business deal. You get what you put on, but you get what you put into it. You know what I mean? What you put on that paper.
Well, am I right, Mister? You don't enter into a business to fail. You don't enter into a business relationship to fail. You don't enter into any business to fail. You enter into that business to profit. So the relationship is sought out the same way. You're both seeking to make sure you both profit, whatever the roles may be. So to answer the question, the guy said earlier, when Shamika wanted to disagree, there is nobody in this world that can validate you. If you don't feel good about yourself, if you're not happy with yourself, if you don't feel confident about yourself, there's not enough validation that any man or woman is going to be able to give you to make you happy.
All I'm saying is it's one thing. Any woman in this world can know that she's beautiful, know that she's enough, and know this and that, but she still wants to hear it. That's just like saying, oh, I shouldn't have to tell you I love you because I love you. No, I want to hear it. That yes, you can give me that validation.
That's emotion.
Exactly.
Not validation.
Exactly.
You want a man to acquiesce to your emotions.
Exactly.
Right. So where does the emotion lie in this business contract?
What you just said. You put in there how many times a day, a week, a month that you wanted to say, I love you.
Oh my God, I cannot.
Oh my goodness.
Just like raising children or anything else, there's reward and there's punishment. That affirmation comes in the form of is a form of reward. If you do something for me, or you do something I thought was impressive, or you accomplish the task, of course, honey, you did a great job. You're beautiful. That dress looks great on you. Oh my God, I didn't know you had it in you. Those are affirmative or affirmative statements. You just want to hear what you want to hear when you want to hear it.
And what's wrong with that?
It's selfish and it's emotional.
It's not selfish. I don't feel like that's selfish. Now, hold on now.
Shamika, hold on, Shamika. You remember I told you a while back, you have to separate your emotions from logic. You understand? So men, we deal with logic. Women, some women are emotional, but sometimes you have to learn how to detach that emotional state, and you really can figure out things and learn things. What you shaking your head for, G Clark?
So how is it that you want a woman to be herself, but then you tell her, "Oh, you're too emotional"? Well, hell, wait a minute.
Because you let your emotional overrule your judgment.
If you're an emotional train wreck, you're not healthy enough to be in a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Define the line between emotional train wreck and passionate.
When you're making decisions. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, brother. You about to say what I'm about to say? You about to answer it? Go ahead.
We've already had this discussion. No, when you're making logical decisions. If we ran IBM, if we ran Google, if we ran anything together, and you didn't like the way I handled it, whether I spoke up in a business meeting, I lost some reports, or I messed up some money on a bad investment, and we're in a business together, are you going to yell at me? Are you going to curse me out? You going to call me fuck nigga, fuck boy, whatever? I'm going to call the police on you?
Shamika will.
I'm not going to. Those are not logical responses to a business endeavor. We're trying to get somewhere.
You don't even know me.
But okay, I know he don't know you personally.
I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to Chapman. I'm not talking.
Okay, but listen. But let me break it down for you, Shamika. Your reaction, your response is very familiar because we see it in other people. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we get our information, by the process of dealing with or seeing other emotion people communicate and how they communicate. Am I right, fellas?
So what you're saying is you see a pattern.
Yes, a pattern. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's what I said earlier.
Okay. Now, my question going to Divine Hustler. I'm about to say his real name. My bad.
Go ahead. It's Jordan, guys. Just go
Jordan.
ahead.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So, look, Jordan.
The police.
So, I know they ain't. I know they ain't. It's just it's just a thing. I don't know. So, like, would you say, out of your experience, the girls that you dealt with, that, I mean, was it like a full blown? What was the percentage of how many girls that came to you that were already damaged and you could peep it?
Gee, man, that's, in Black women,
just women in
80%,
general,
90%. In general,
we go.
In general, 80%.
80%. Go.
Hold on, Mika. Hold on. He said with Black women, or
easily 80%. It took a different dynamic to operate or do business with the Black women versus the white women or versus foreign women. They were three different dynamics. It took three different skill sets to manage them.
And that's multitasking right there.
They come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different religions, different belief systems, and their response to men incredibly different. And forgive me, somebody shut me up if I talk too much. Garrett, when you met me, we had an issue about Black girls and white girls. I didn't hire Black girls. They were too difficult to manage, and they weren't making me as much money.
Wow.
So
and I like the way he said manage, because that's what mostly it's about, management. Because now, they came? You didn't go to them; they came to you, correct?
And you know that. No, I've never approached a girl about sex. They chose me.
See? Okay, all right. Now, then that's one of the rules of the game of the game. I don't even say pimp game because pimp really had made the game bad, but I call it the management game, because sometimes women come to men for guidance or looking for confirmation if they're doing the right thing, because they always have that person, that go-to person that they go spill their ideas with. Hey, what you think I do? And then here come the man is there to encourage you and to nurture your stuff and to give you his advice.
Right.
You know,
I showed them a model of success, not in my life. I help them visualize what success, or help them envision what success would look like for them, not for me or not for the next girl. I would sit down and I would ask them what are their ambitions. Garrett, you know that at 24, you got to go. A girl never worked for me beyond the age of 24. At 24 and one day you are fired. So if you don't have your shit together by then you're gonna have to work for somebody else. We had a program.
So
I stuck. Go ahead.
Mr. Hustler, you said you giving up that program?
I haven't been involved in the industry in over 12 years now, 10 years, at least 10 years.
Wow.
Could you think we can teach some classes?
I mean, I'm in relationships. I mean, I'm in relationship with other pimps and friends who are still in the business, and I apply everything I've learned about the business in my everyday business, as Garrett understands it. There's nothing about pimping that I don't apply in my today's life.
Right.
It's pimping. I'm not a pimp because I got girls walking the street.
Right.
I'm a pimp I control as much of my life as I can.
Right.
Yes.
And anybody who want to be a part of it can join as well. She could ask for a consultation or choose up.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that lesson skill set that you have, that you provided, you actually taught them, you motivated them to start their own business and to set out goals, write out goals, and to achieve those goals. So it's mostly like consultation, you help them, and then after a certain point, they're free to go. They go and try it on their own. It's like university.
Well, it's almost like the same thing as strippers. Everybody thinks strippers are just nasty skank hoes. Which they not. You got doctors, lawyers, judges, attorneys, everybody else in those strip clubs trying to make their money to get their tuition paid, the books paid, the classes paid, and everything else paid. And they go to nice houses, nice places, came from nice families, and everything else. So, don't let the game fool you.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised at the background some of these girls from. Not all come from broken families or background.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've seen some make 10,000 in one night, 10,000 in an hour. Depends on the skill sets. They make 50,000 one night. You never know.
But there's whoring or prostitution is not just because you're having sex with a guy for money.
No.
I would say there's more unacculturated prostitutes out there than real prostitutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Stallion, Cardi B.
Yeah.
Half of the women on Instagram.
Yep.
You're out there flexing or trying to cap or trying to get his check from this man, being a sugar daddy or whatever the case may be. You're just, everybody has their price. These dating websites attest to that. They prove my point.
Yeah.
These girls will sleep with any man for the right price. That's unacculturated prostitution.
Yeah. I worked in many. I always say I grew up in strip clubs. Even when I was in high school, I worked in the strip clubs. And as I got older, I became a DJ in the strip club and security in strip clubs. And I watch how ladies handle men. And it's all in communication. The ladies, they go and whisper in the guy's ear, lean up against him and talk to him and stuff. Actually want to dance. Some guys pay for a dance. Some guys just pay for the conversation or just to be heard by a beautiful woman. And a lot of times, some men go just to listen to women, and that's how you can kind of engage. Just let them talk. A lot of strippers, they have issues and stuff like that, or broken relationships. Most of them in relationships. Some are married and they go dancing. So that's the way they provide for their family. I don't even look at them. I just look at them as they doing a job, a service. But how they get the money from the man out of the man is very, it's just very. It's like the little things they do and how they do it. The little technique, whispering in the ear, leaning up against them and making them feel special, stroking his ear.
You must have sat in on one of my classes, one of my meetings. Because most of the men, I've watched this for 7 years, guys, a total of probably 12 or 8 years altogether, off and on. Mm-hmm. But most of the men, I see more broken men than the women.
Yeah.
Yes.
80, I would say 8 out of 10 men that came to visit these prostitutes were in a marriage or a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So excuse me, for one quick second.
They'll come to my girls for healing.
So Shamika.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So to Mr. Hustler's point, per some of the previous meetings, I guess, episodes that we've had on here, you seem to meet those type of men, because you're always and forever trying to upgrade the men that you meet. And I think that we came to the conclusion one time that was kind of a problem, simply because of the fact that these damaged men that you're meeting sometimes are, needing a nurturing woman like yourself.
Right.
Because they are so damaged, and you are that nurturer. You are that chick that nurtures those type of men. Sad part about it is for you is that when they get the help and healing that they need, they go on to the next one.
Yeah. You used to build a bear, girl.
Shut up.
All right. Hold on. Let me get these comments. Because EJ said, "Passionate is only a word women use to disguise the fact that they crazy."
Tell EJ shut the hell up.
He said, "I'm wondering, what does the speech sound like when you retire a hoe?" Man,
this job.
He don't know, because they got
like he said, man, and like he said, at 24 they gotta go.
Yeah,
they gotta go. Like if you ain't, I mean,
you haven't accomplished anything. Yeah, you're wasting your time.
But I mean, but that,
I don't need no 28-year-old prostitute.
Right,
28-year-old sex. Women hit their wall at about 30. If you ain't landed a husband or got some man who's interested in doing business with you by the time you're 30, I gotta wonder what's wrong with your vag.
Well, damn. Well, damn. Make me feel like shit. So, sorry.
It's okay.
Shamika,
you're a good lady.
I'm sorry.
Shamika, I'm gonna tell you this, Shamika. You're a good lady. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you, but your mouth shuts the door on every damn thing. You question stuff, you constantly seek stuff. I tell you, stop it, just let it happen. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
You will never ever in life convince me to sit here and wait on somebody to show me their ass. I'm sorry. If I know you're a liar from day one, I'm going to confront you on day 2. So I'm sorry. I'm not gonna wait to day 30 and day 40. I done wasted my time.
You know what? You're gonna be like a frog in the pond. You're just gonna be leapfrogging from lily pad to lily pad.
I got my own pad and I'm fine sitting here. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then. Well,
women are naturally hypergamous.
Say that again. They're naturally what?
Women are naturally hypergamous. It's the dawn of time, meaning they monkey branch. They don't. A monkey swings from tree to tree. They're not going to release one branch until their hand or the next hand is firmly secured on another branch.
Did I say that, G. Clark?
You're seek the better man.
Did I say that, G. Clark?
I've heard it from both ends.
Yeah, I said it. I call it the monkey bar effect. They monkey bar.
Yeah, they monkey bar. Yes, exactly. That's natural in women.
Man, this brother think of like, yeah. See, I wasn't a pimp. I was a gigolo back in the day. They paid me for services, but that's what you call it.
That's a gigolo. Yeah,
that's a gigolo. Okay.
Well,
back
nobody
in the day.
paid you for nothing. Anyway,
I wish I could pay you.
Anyway, nobody paid your ass nothing.
You know what?
If they paid you, they asked for change. Please stop playing with us.
Girl, please. I have offered some cars to fine jewelry, fine clothes and stuff like that. Dealing with women, you have to wear multiple hats. You have to be their protector, their counselor, like my man just said. You have to be all this for women. And what I don't want to do it because I'm a part of a women's organization, but they said, I got permission to be me.
Low-key misogynistic ass. I'm sorry. Am I not on mute?
I'm a realistic.
I thought I was on mute.
I'm not a misogynistic. I only deal with facts, not emotions. I have met one lady. I met a few ladies that was really, really, had their mindset straight, and they understood the situation I was in, in my first marriage and stuff like that. They didn't care. They were team players and stuff like that,
So that means their mindset was not correct though, because no woman would be okay dealing with a man that's married. Tell me how that's fine.
Okay, man. Big business. You know what? Some women do. They don't want the relationship. They just want the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not about sex. It could be about communication.
At the end of the day, no.
You know what? A woman will call a married man and get some insight on some different things. They may be going some things to their man, and you know what? You see, this is why I can't talk to my sister sometimes, but I'm gonna get her there. I'm gonna super glue her lips closed.
You don't have to. Can I ask her a question, please, guys? Please,
yes, sir.
Maybe you guys already know the question, because this will tell us a lot. If you don't mind, Shamika, please, ma'am. Respectfully.
I am an open book. I
Wow.
am an open book.
What was
An
your
open mouth.
relationship like with your father?
My
8 years
relationship with
old.
my father at 8 years old, I was a
Mhm.
daddy's girl.
You were coddled,
Yes, very
sheltered.
much so. Spoiled, rotten. Yes.
Okay, that explains half of it. What was your relationship
Okay.
with your mother? Or what was your father and mother's relationship like?
They had an abusive relationship.
You're combative and you're afraid. You don't want to be your mother.
Exactly.
It shows.
That was the first promise I ever made to myself. I would never be like that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why you always attack first.
Yes. She's hurt. She
Mhm.
doesn't want to be abused. When you guys talk to her loud, when you guys are being, she's going to be confrontational. The best way to deal with her is to give her a hug, guys. Really. I promise you.
Hey.
Give her a hug. Don't fight with her.
Now,
Let her
Grady,
be wrong. It's
what
two
you gonna
left
do?
shoes. Let her be wrong. We all know she's wrong.
What?
But hold on,
we're
Mr.
gonna-
Mr.
We're gonna
Hustler.
love her anyway. We're gonna love her anyway.
Well, hold on, Mr. Hustler.
Wow.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. So you saying even though she's wrong, do we continue to let we did doing her a disservice with letting her be wrong? But I
First and
understand.
foremost, I am not wrong. What am I
Of
wrong
course,
about?
you would see it that way because you admit that you're damaged. You admit that you hurt. This
I
is your word.
am.
Okay.
I am.
What I'm saying is that that's okay. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be wrong.
Me being hurt does not make me wrong, though.
Okay, let's just say you're not wrong. Let all us be wrong and you be right.
Okay.
I don't want to be. Okay, go ahead.
We're all wrong. You're right. For the sake of argument, the four of us are wrong, and you're right.
That's a lie.
Shamika, we trying to help you be right. She talking about something she don't want to be right.
I don't want. Go ahead.
Because
Go ahead.
if we all leave this chat right now, and she has to look in the mirror, she has to deal with herself.
Right.
With us,
Yeah.
entertainment or whatever the case may be, or as Fraud said, people are 30% ego. You can just be on an ego trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might want to be right. That's cool. I don't mind. You're right. At the end of the day, count the money.
Yeah.
What does our books look like? Are we in the red? Are we doing good? Is everybody safe? Anybody hungry? Anybody tired? It's the end of the day. Been bad days for some of us. I got it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of rich, affluent couples that still cheat on each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know. Let me say this. Let me say this before I go, guys. I really got to go. Let me say this. Mr. Hustler said something earlier that is really true, and it's really pitiful that men won't admit it. Sad part about it is that there are just as many damaged men as there are women.
More so.
Men just are not going to tell it. Men are not going to share that with their boys. G. Clark ain't pretty much going to go to Grady and be like, man, God dang, it's killing me right now. Because Grady going to crack some joke or put some dumbass song on.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he's going to do. G. Clark done tried to pour his heart out to his boy, and he going to sit up and crack a joke on him. So now he feels worse.
Man.
All you got to do is visit a local barbershop, and you see that men gossip more than women do.
Yeah.
And spilling everybody else's business, but they really telling on themselves. You listen to a joker talk. You just be quiet and listen to a joker talk. You'll learn everything you need to know. You will learn everything you need to know. Sad part about it is that men are just as damaged as women. And if either person didn't take enough time to heal themselves or get healing, people are afraid to go to therapy. People are afraid to tell the pastor, the best friend, or somebody. So men walk around with that same damage.
Yeah.
In a cycle, and they take that from relationship to relationship to relationship. To Mr. Hustler's point, that now you're sitting here with, ego-driven men that won't admit what's going on with them. They try to deflect that over to the woman. So now you've damaged this woman, and now both of you walk around damaged, and neither one of you are helping each other. So you're in a bad relationship and a bad situation. Because of. Go ahead, G. Clark.
I'd like to add that men also have a compound thing that I call stupidity. and can be very impulsive. Because like you said it don't show. I'm like, it do show. OnlyFans is proof of that impulsive stupidity that they think. I for the life of me, I don't hate anybody that got an OnlyFans. However, the men that think that they're gonna somehow sway a woman to believe that, you know, that they can build something because he support her with whatever money he support her with. Boy, that stupidity.
I want to say this, and I'm going to admit this in front of all the world and all the ladies that's listening to the show. Shout out to my World's Women's Conference. I am damaged good, okay? But I've been damaged, and I've been trying to pour my heart out, and G won't let me, Mr. Chapman. Every time I talk about polygyny, you know what I mean, and all this, and that, watch his facial expression change. I'm crying out, you know what I'm saying? But nobody wanted. See, this is what I get, Mr. Hustler. You know,
I hear it.
You say polygyny?
Polygamy. You know, I can't see things right.
I can't let him walk away with that. You said polygamy?
Polygamy. I meant polygamy.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Polygamy. Right. Got me. I'm sorry.
There's polygamy. Polygamy is when only the man can have two wives. The two wives can't have two husbands. Only the male is allowed two wives. The wives are not allowed husbands. That's polygyny.
That's the one I want right there.
This is why I drink. I can't.
Well,
all right. So,
okay, hold on. I got to say this too. While we have them on, I know Mr. Chapman have to go. The reason why I said that because it's not about sex. It's about business. It's about building the team. You know what I'm saying? I might have one wife that's good with finances, and the other may be good with marketing or whatever they're good at. You know what I mean? You put them together, and you can grow your business and whatnot. It's not about this. It's about a teamwork. Look at Brother Polite. I'm just throw him out there. He said his one of his wives good with one thing as far as business wise. The other one's good with the other thing, and his third wife is good with the kids. So she stay home, watch the kids while they go out and build an empire.
He should have married a lawyer because he stay in the court though. That's all I'm saying. One of them should have been a lawyer.
Get called selfish. Okay.
Moving on.
Divine Hustler. I have a question to you before you do that.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What advice? Because we running into our hour right now. Divine Hustler. What advice, if any, would you provide to the broken woman? That's for everybody, actually. Not just talking directly at me, please, people.
No, I don't take anything I say. I never do anything personal. Anything I say is just I'm just kidding. Or
I was talking to the other idiots.
Mika, come on, bring it in, Mika. Bring it in.
Shut up! You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
I'm here for you. If ain't nobody else, I'm here for you, Mika. Come on.
See what I'm saying?
No. If I had to give one piece of advice to any woman, to my daughter, to my mother, take responsibility for your own happiness. None of us are perfect. We're going to make mistakes. And take accountability for your part in the mess that you create, or your failures or shortcomings or flaws. And just slowly try and work your way into a better position. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen overnight.
All right, Mr. Chapman.
Okay, so you said, what advice would I have for a broken woman? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Here it goes.
Oh, here we go. God damn it.
Drums.
Simply stop trying to fix everything.
Good.
Stop trying to fix everything and stop trying to fix everybody. You're not going to be able to do that. I don't care how much of a carer or nurturer you are not going to be able to fix everybody and everything. And as soon as you realize that, when you realize that, I tell people, you know, I may love you, but I love myself more to walk away. And if this thing is not fixable, if this thing is toxic, if this thing is not what I want, then it's time for me to go. You see what I'm saying? Same thing I tell women. The lady used to tell me in the gym all the time, I wish this guy would stop asking me out. I told him not today, or I told him, no, not this week. This ain't a good time. Well, if you don't want to go out with the guy, just say no. You don't have to keep leading that brother on because he's going to keep approaching you every single time.
Yeah.
Same thing in relationships. Your partner isn't going to go anywhere if you keep a bad relationship going. They're going to keep the same thing going because they figure you are vested in it and stuck in it, so they're going to stay. If the partnership, relationship, friendship, any ship don't work, jump ship.
Well, you can't jump ship these days because men, when you try to leave them, you have some men that's crazy enough to kill you. So that's the thing about women. You know, you can't tell a man no. If they approach you, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that. If you say no to him and he feel rejected, you know what I'm saying? It's all about safety sometimes.
When
You have the whole government at your disposal.
right,
The government, sir, does not protect us like we would like them to. And I can tell you from experience because I have an ex-husband and Grady knows my stories. Like I said, I'm an open book. I don't mind sharing anything. I have an ex-husband that used to stalk me to the point where he would walk around butt naked in my apartment complex to try to get my attention. And when he broke into my home, I've called the police and I have several police reports still to this day. And they got to the point where they said, well, we can't catch him, therefore we can't do anything. And they even told me, well, don't call us again or we're going to arrest you. So the resources don't necessarily help.
well, that should have been damaged goods at that point. But you should put some lead in his ass.
I did. The gun jammed. Trust me. I pulled it on him when he broke in and he was standing over me and my kids and the gun jammed. The Lord saved him.
God.
So
Yeah.
Well,
Should have fixed him some food. Look, and make sure he got really full. And when and say, watch this movie, he's gonna go to sleep. That's when you call 911. They can get him.
I'm sorry, Shamika. Please don't take this personal, but I would have been like, is this a gun? I thought this was a remote. We played that off, Lil. Oh,
Yeah.
But G Clark, what's your advice to the broken woman?
to the broken woman, I'm gonna tell you to calm down. Like, just calm down. Because there's plenty of times I'm quite sure you can find yourself in an argument that you're the only one that's that loud, especially when you're dealing with I would say a real man. Okay, go ahead. Doc. I think I can speak for most men. We don't really gravitate to confrontation like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I'm not waking up in the morning like, who day I can mess up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which we know on the other hand that could be very much the case. However, like I said, man, just calm down.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm coming in the house and I'm in a good mood, I don't want to hear no bad shit. You know what I'm saying? like say that shit for later. I don't know. I mean, that's the best I can do.
I would say,
oh God,
just calm. Like G. Clark said, calm down. Like Mr. Hustler said, don't take everything so emotional. Don't take it personal. Don't directly. A lot of times we say things about a certain situation. Some women take it as is a personal shot. It's not at you. It's about the situation that we experienced. So try not to overthink stuff. Stop thinking. Okay. The good book said, listen without being offended, and speak without offending. So, and I always try to, coach and mentor ladies on how we think and how we respond and process things. So a lot of times, like last week was Thursday on the show last week, we was talking about how men and women process stuff. Men process things as a fix it. When you come to us with issues, let us know from the jump. Hey, I just want you to listen. I don't want you to try to fix it or anything. I just want to tell you about my day. Give us that that in the beginning before you give us a spill. Just slow down on your thinking and rush to also try not to fix us. Unless we come to you and say, hey baby, can you help us? Then once we say that, then you have the green light, but give us a chance to fix it first.
Yeah, because if y'all say I don't want you to fix it, I just want you to listen, all I hear from there is wah, 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 wah,
oh Lord.
I'm being real.
Do we have any comments before we close this thing
Yes,
out?
we have plenty of comments.
Comments.
Thank you, Robin Shockley, for checking in.
That's
she
my
said
girl.
yes. Yes, it's true. Men are damaged as much as women. Such each have to heal individually. She said money is not what build relationship. And then she also said, yes, they do gossip just as much, if not more, as women. Yvette said, oh, really, Queen? Robin also said, yes, take responsibility for your own happiness. True. The broken woman needs to find her peace Thanks, Kings, for sharing your input. Thank you, Robin, for your input. Thank you for Yvette.
you,
Let's go
Robin.
over to YouTube. Man, I know I'm behind, but I got to go back to where EJ said, did my man just put a slight pimp hand down on Shamika?
You know what? I'm so sick of y'all.
EJ, man,
That
we
was a
appreciate
hug.
your
Let's
perspective.
clarify. That was a hug, Shamika. That was a hug, not a slap.
That was a hug.
Oh,
I can't
yeah.
stand them.
Hey, and if anybody want to know how I met the Divine Hustler, man, we actually met doing a photo shoot, man, and like when I first started photography, like that was all the business I had. I was trying to give free shoots out to people, and I just started putting ads on Craigslist, and bam, that was it. I don't know if I can speak for you, but I've always been about business. So, the fact that there was a girl in front of me, I've been around, I've been in music, I've been in photography, I've been around beautiful women all the time. So, you having a nice rack and a nice ass didn't really faze me like that.
Exactly.
Because I'm about
It never did. It never did. I sat back and I watched. I had the girls attempt. I get it. Try and get him. He just kept shooting. He wouldn't bite. He wouldn't take the bait.
So
yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, but I noticed like he was different with how he ran his business. Always been straightforward. Never had to guess anything about him, man. So absolutely, man. That's my brother right there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yolanda said knowledge of self is good. She said she just disappeared. I guess that's when things go wrong. Yeah, man. Yeah. We thank everybody that commented, everybody that chimed in tonight, man. We had a great discussion. I hope y'all got something out of this because I sure did. Because
it feels so good to get a fresh perspective. If I just feel like, brother, man, I like your mythology, man. How you said things. I've been preaching to Shamika for a long time, and she's one of those students I just can't get off the bench. You know what I'm saying? I want to try to get her in the game. But I just appreciate your everything that you had to say, man. Because I was like, man, that means a lot of ladies need to hear that. I don't know why they call it pimping. It should be called consultation. You know what I mean? But man, I really appreciate you and you being open and honest with us coming on the show too, man. We'd love to have you back on the show because if you see the ladies are chiming in, they need this. They need this mentorship. You there, Mr. Hustler?
Yeah, I'm here. I appreciate that, brother. I'm healing now as we speak.
Yeah, me too.
The fact that we're even engaged in this conversation in the subject matter. I've seen the hurt and broken women. I've seen hurt, broken men. I've been hurt and I am broken. So we all need to kind of continue with the healing process. And I think that starts with dialogue, good communication, openness, honest discussion.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But I know we said we was gonna go, but I have to get any of these ladies that's commenting. Do you ladies have a question for Mr. Hustler? Any kind of question about dating, whatever like that? Because because you guys hear from me every Sunday and every Thursday. I want you to hear from this brother here, and I guarantee you, I'm not far from that path. So it's good to have that person. I can defer to you. I know who's that? Robin commented. G.
Okay, so Robin said women do need men to speak up more communication.
Yeah, because they learn.
Shamika, you do have one in your amen corner. Yolanda said, "I feel you, Shamika."
Thank you, Miss Yolanda. Real quick, Divine Hustler. I don't know. I usually ask this from every guest. I don't know if because we're running out of time. If you want to provide your contact information to anybody that maybe has a question, are you open to receiving questioning?
Yes, I am. I don't know if you guys can see my email address, but hey, Garrett, if you can relay any questions to me, you can have all my contact information. I'm not prepared to give out that information at this point, but if any comments or anybody has questions, can you relay those to me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. I kind of miss all of the X's and stuff over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you guys tune in. Thank you, sir, for coming on the show, man. It's been an honor and pleasure. to have you. Shout out to Mr. Chapman for coming on. Thank you. Thank you for all the listeners that's listening from all the different platforms and different groups and stuff. EJ, we got to get Shamika. We got to hit her with these hugs, man, because Shamika need a hug. You know, man, I like this, man. This is great, man. I love everybody. Just want to say, everybody, you know, enjoy the rest of your evening, get some rest, and get ready for us on Monday. Wake Up Winning with Miss Wanda D. Also, the Wanda D Hollis show. Huh?
She approaching day 100, ain't she?
She should be at 99. Man. And yes, 99 days of waking up winning. So yeah. So shout out to my ladies from the World Women's Conference and Award, Miss Amber. What's Miss Amber last name? Oh Lord, I don't have my glasses on. Miss Amber, I know you. I got your first name, Miss Amber, and Robin Shockley, Lakeisha. Yeah, shout out to everybody, and we want to say thank you everybody for checking out the Greater Taylor Show. If you missed it, the replay will be up. You can go to the radios. Also go to djgreaterbaby.com. You can catch it live, and also make sure you please go to DJ Greater Baby Radio on Facebook. Click the like, get the notification. So we're trying to move everybody from the personal page to that page. Shout out to what is this other group I'm in? Forget it. Y'all just go to DJ Greater Baby Radio. We love you guys. Each one reach one, each one teach one. We out of here. Peace.
Who need the hug now?